Please state your name for the folks at home when I tap you on the shoulder.
Chelsea.
Chelsea.
Justin.
Justin. Have you kids ever met before?
No?
No.
No, you haven't. Well, you know why you're here, don't you? I think you look great together. And I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. Chelsea, because you remind me of that Disney princess from the film Brave, which came out about a month ago and made $1 quadrillion at the box office. And I like the convenience that you got here of not bothering with the tie and shirt, but having the T-shirt with the tuxedo on it.
Thank you.
You know, I was looking for a suit that looked like a T-shirt.
That's it. Yeah, that would work.
Is that one of them vintage T-shirts?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Top of the line.
Are you impressed?
Extremely.
Yeah.
Sometimes I feel the kids are playing me. Luckily, they don't know about my internal dialogue. They can't hear me, only you can hear me. That's because you're lucky enough to be crazy. Probably shouldn't talk like that the night Stephen King's on the show. Oh, man! All the Stephen King fans are like, yeah! Anyway, I think you guys look great, and I'd like to set you up on a date. Are you okay with that? Not you first. No, not you first, Justin. This is Chelsea's decision.
Okay.
You are okay with it?
Yeah, sure.
Are you in a relationship at all?
No.
What about you?
I am.
Oh.
Don't look disappointed, man!
I am.
With anyone who's here?
No.
Oh, there you go.
Let's do like that.
Yeah. Anyway, it's just dinner. It's just dinner to be friends.
Yeah.
Can't hurt.
Right.
Friends.
Do we have anywhere we could send the kids to dinner? Where?
The Ivy?
The Ivy. You ever heard of the Ivy? Ooh. That's a big fancy showbiz restaurant. People go there and have affairs.
I could wear this.
He's dressed.
He's
Yeah,
dressed.
I'm already ready to go.
Yeah. Nah, you're better dressed. Are you being ironic with this? This is a hipster thing. It's a hipster thing. Let me check your jeans. Skinny jeans.
Yep. I wore tuxedo shirts before they were cool.
Dude, they're not cool now. So, here's the experiment I would like to try. I would like to try you two going for dinner. Also, I'd like to try walking like this for a while. Go for dinner at the Ivy, see what it's like, and come back, and then we'll film you separately and see if you liked each other. And that's no way, for legal reasons, like a blind date. If ABC can do it and they take the Big Brother and then just call it something else and put it on ABC, we can do this. What the hell? We'll be right back, everybody. We'll be right back.
Late Late Show with Craig Ferguson, sponsored by Just for Men. New Just for Men Auto Stop is foolproof. Gray is over. Ladies and gentlemen, Craig Ferguson.
listen, that's enough. I know you're only doing it because you're hysterical and afraid. Emotions conflicted. Do you know what happened when I came out? I threw candy in the audience. I saw the lady there, and I didn't get it high enough. I just went boom right in the face. And I was thinking, go on, sue, lady, sue. It's not me you sue. It's CBS. CBS cares. I'm not saying you should sue CBS if they throw candy in your face. You should. It's a great day for America, everybody. Yes, indeed. It is. But, now, I say that, but of course, that is statistically impossible that everybody in America had a great day today. It just is impossible. It could not have happened. And in fact, it didn't happen for one American today. In Seattle, a man walked into a police station and said he was attacked by a gang of leprechauns. That's true. Police say that report confirms what many of us have suspected for a very long time now, that Seattle has the best marijuana in America. I don't even smoke marijuana, but when I do, it's from Seattle. I mean, I don't, but if I did, oh yeah. Anyway, it's week 2. Oh yeah, it's week 2 of the Olympics. Wow, it's just whizzing by, this Olympics. Man, it seems like it was only yesterday. It was a month before the Olympics. Greg, are you with the space-time continuum? Yes, I am. Anyway, it's the second week of the Olympics, and I've still got Olympic fever. Look at my nipples. And we've got a graphic. We've got a graphic for the second week. There you go, Olympic fever.
Really smart.
That was it. Today, of course, was the shot put. I've been watching it all day. The shot put. I can even mime throwing like a girl. Anyway, the shot put, the event, in track and field, the athletes, they spin around and they do that, and then they throw a 16-pound ball as far as possible, or as I call it, foreplay. Back in the 1970s, all the gold-winning medal, with the shot putters, they were all the burly Russian women. Remember, that's what they said. Oh yes, women in Russia, they're all burly shot putters, and we were all believing it because of the Cold War. And then, the wall comes down, and all these women walked out of Russia. We were like, what the? All these women are like. But back then, there were burly Russian women with beards, and they had these little things. What were they called? Penises, and they always won the shot put. I get that was to intimidate us, you see. That's what I miss about the Cold War. More subtext. Anyway, the shot put is just one of... there's like 48 track and field events. Now, the glory days for the US in track and field was the 1970s. That's when Bruce Jenner was competing. We have a picture of Bruce Jenner back in... Look at that young man. Isn't that sensational? Yeah. What a champion. It's too bad he got all that plastic surgery. Do we have a picture of what he looks like today? Yeah, come on. Put that in a Wheaties box, nobody's eating anything. Also today in the Olympics, it was beach volleyball today. Now, yeah, that's not a sport. I mean, who wants to waste their time watching beach volleyball? Do you have a picture of beach volleyball? Well... I suppose it's all right, I guess. But London, is London really the right venue for beach volleyball? I mean, nothing says beach volleyball more than a cold, rainy day in East London. All right, governor, want some tanning lotion rubbed into your bits? Why, I don't mind if I do, thank you very much. Thank you, member of the lower orders. Why, it is a pleasure to rub your genitals with oils, huh? I admit it, I like watching the beach volleyball, the bikinis, the suntans, the tight oiled up bodies, and the women's volleyball's good too. I like that too. You know what else was going on today with the Olympics? What else do they have today? I mean, what were they... Oh, yeah, the water polo was today as well. We have a water polo team right here at the show. They practice every morning in my pool. They're over there. Are you there, boys? Yeah, there you are. All right, yeah, all right, yeah. I don't really have a pool. I just hose them down and watch them wrestle. Do you know that wrestling started at the Olympics as well? You know, the original Olympics was the wrestling. There's lots of different types of wrestling though. You get the Greco-Roman, the freestyle, the Jello, mud, hot oil. I've been mistaken for a wrestler before. Somebody mistook me for eyes like because I look strong and said no, because you're wearing a unitard and tights. And I said, touche, officer. I've only actually wrestled once. I was grappling with another tough guy for an ostrich skin belt at the sales at Macy's. That was like a joke there, wasn't it? Like a joke. Yeah. See, that's what you got right there. That's a supportive sidekick. When I, you know, something completely dies, you go, yeah. You can make a good living do it. If you can fake enjoyment, you can make a good living in show business.
They pay you for that?
You can't cuss, man.
Hell, man, it's a Russian word, man.
What's a no? Don't say it.
Subtext, man, subtext.
No, this is subtext.
Oh, man, this is subtext.
Outwitted again by the enigmatic appliance. Wrestling, oh yeah. You know what I've never understood about wrestling? Why don't they allow professional wrestling at the Olympics? They allow pro basketball, and they've got the pro hockey players there. You should have pro wrestling. It'd be awesome. The team from Mexico could wear those X masks, and the Swedish wrestlers could hit people with chairs from IKEA. The French wrestler could hit his opponent with a baguette or something. Or perhaps just surrender. I know it was 70 years ago. Give it up. I know, I'm sorry. It was stupid. Sorry.
Topical, boss, topical.
No, people want that World War II occupied France humor. They want that stuff.
Everyone loves that. Very timely, boss. Very timely.
Are you the space-time continuum there, Jack?
Hey, do some of your Stalin material. That stuff.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. You want to do the...
Sure, I'd love to.
Okay, then.
From the CBS basement in beautiful downtown Doucheville, we'll be back with more of the darkly lit and occasionally funny show.
No one else saw that. Only you. Only you saw it. Now back to regularly scheduled CBS. Hey, everybody, welcome back to the show. My first guest tonight is a legendary author, an American genius, an icon of the literary world. His latest book, The Dark Tower, The Wind Through the Keyhole of the Dark Tower, I'm sure. He'll probably be able to explain it better than me. He's very articulate. He's Stephen King, for heaven's sake. Stephen. Listen to that.
That's quite an audience. you
Yeah,
got
no,
there.
they're very impressed you're here. I have to say, I am too.
I am too.
Well, I think it's great that you came to this dark, scary basement. Well, you probably feel all right here. It's all right. This is now the wind is going through the keyhole of the
Right.
dark tower.
Well, it's a little bit hard to explain, really.
Takes a whole book to explain it.
No, my wife has a title for that we can't really say. But let me tell you something.
Hey! We can say you're in the right place. If you don't want to, this is
no.
nice. All right, then. No. You know what I like about you when you put your jacket covers in your book, Stephen? You always look so friendly and approachable. I mean, you are a friendly, approachable man, but this photograph here that says
Kind of, so you piss me off.
yeah, a little bit.
Well,
That's an angry-looking man right there. Well, not
Yeah.
angry, just kind of scary.
it's just me hemorrhoids.
Do you have hemorrhoids?
Now, let's not go there.
Yeah, no. You've
like
clearly never seen this show before. That's where we go first. All right, so listen, let me talk to you about on writing. You know, not just the book on writing, but writing itself. When because you are kind of a genre on your own now. If you go to a bookstore now, it goes, you know, other guys, people write books, Stephen King, like that. And all the goths and everybody are all there, like real people. I'm not talking Twilight twinks. I'm talking the real one, you know.
It used to be that way until Twilight and 50 Shades of Grey and stuff, and now I feel a little bit unsexed or something.
No, you know, you are a literary master. We're talking here about porn for illiterates. This is real writing. But when you began writing, when you started out, were you a fan of, I always suspected you were a fan of H.P. Lovecraft, maybe something
I
like
read a lot of Lovecraft at one time.
Yeah?
I read a lot of Poe, but the people who really influenced me were California writers, Ray Bradbury.
Really?
And Richard Matheson, who did I Am Legend.
Yeah.
You know, and,
You surprise me. I think of you as a kind of New England, kind of walking around, scary crap going on all the time near you.
you obviously have never been to my house.
I'd be too
Because
scared. to
I'm
go
just
to
a
you.
guy. No, I mean, I've been married for 40 years, and my wife isn't scared of me. My job is drag the trash, go out and write the story.
Yeah, well, that's good. I think people expect writers to be like what they write. I mean, I have a friend called Charlie Higson who writes zombie books for preteen or teenagers, and he only when we go for lunch or dinner, he always has ribs though, which kind of freaks me out. But you don't. Do you get all your darkness, you think, into your work? Do you feel that it's a lancing of some kind of boil for you, like it's a removal of some kind of festering pus in your soul that you kind of just push the dark, evil, toxic,
No, but it
noxious.
just sort of comes out, you know. You
Yeah.
just kind
Yeah, like that.
It's kind of like the you know, that chest burst. No.
Yeah. No.
Actually, you know, I'm the most normal guy in the world. But of course, I would say that, wouldn't I?
Well, you would, yeah.
You know, the thing is, I have no idea where all this comes from. And, you know, with me, when I do a lot of print interviews, you know, they'll kind of creep up on it. They'll say, by the way, what were you like as a kid?
Oh.
And the subtext of that question is, what
Tootsie Fruits.
you up so bad that you're this way? Because we've all got this...
What did you up then?
Now, wait a minute. We've all got this Freudian thing going on. It is what it is. I've always been sort of attracted to stories, particularly things in ordinary life. You know, like, I always thought I had a wonderful idea for a story called The Ladies' Room, which is the one place Superman can't go, and it was going to be at an airport. And it was going to start with this guy and his wife are going to catch the plane. Honey, I just have to use the ladies' room. She goes in and she doesn't come out. And then pretty soon, another couple comes along and she goes in and she didn't come out. And the two men are out there like, what do we do? And I wanted to get all these men together and have but I could never figure out what was going on in there, so I didn't.
I feel you got me all revved up and then left.
See, that's it.
Yeah, you know, I'm all kind of like, yeah. Now what, you have to catch a train or something? What's going on?
No, but see, the thing is, they pay you the big bucks to be able to finish the
Yes.
thing, you know?
Yeah.
And in a way, I mean, one of the great things about television drama is that you never really have to finish.
Don't have to find television in any way, shape, or form. Just throw it up and walk away. That's what I do.
Hey,
Yeah,
listen.
so it's like, bang, there it is. That's it. But the thing is, when you write it down, it's there. This is going to be here longer than you. You know, once you shuffle off this mortal coil, once you go into the ladies' room, Stephen, then this is still going to be here.
Well, yeah, the question is, will anybody read it?
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
You know,
yeah. No, I think you underestimate that your position.
And in a way, how much will I care? I mean, I don't think that I'll be hanging around the libraries of the world to take my book.
I think you might actually. I think you might actually be doing that. I think that's a very good idea.
And I mean, if you have some kind of an afterlife, wouldn't you have more important things to do?
I don't know. Maybe the afterlife is even more dull than this one. Like maybe the afterlife is like, oh, this seems to be going on forever.
I'm really glad I came on this show because this is really sort of optimistic and cheered me up.
Yeah. I know. Well, I know what would cheer me up. Commercials. Thanks, man. Thanks, Stephen.
eBay.
So listen, I'm a fan of your work, but I was particularly taken with the book you wrote a few years back, maybe 10 years ago even, called On Writing, when you kind of broke down the process itself.
Yeah.
And made a book out of it, which I was fascinated by. And it's a good book. It's an interesting book. Do you believe that, when you were talking earlier, you don't know where the ideas come from. Are you a Jungian, do you think? Do you believe in the collective unconscious?
I sort of do. I think that there are certain things that we all have in common and certain myths and certain ideas.
Right.
You know, one of the things, I wrote a book called It, and you know, this is like, you know, when somebody says, play Freebird.
Yeah.
But I was surprised at how many people said, yeah, you really touched on something. I was terrified of clowns when I was a kid. And of course, anybody who's ever seen kids around clowns know that they're not that funny. I don't know where we got the idea that they were.
They're not. They're drunk hobos that want to kill you.
That's right. Yeah. And that's what they look like to the kids. You know? And you take the kid, ha, 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 and the kid goes crazy. But that clown figure is the same in a lot of different cultures and a lot of different societies, and children have the same reaction to him everywhere. So I guess to that extent, I'm a Jungian.
Yeah, did you ever, you know the Red Book? Do you ever got a copy of the Red Book, the thing Jung wrote, this masterwork of drawings and runic writing? And did you ever see that?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Really? You love it. He went a little nuts for about, strangely, between 1914 and 1918. He locked himself up, and he said he brought down all the ideas for the rest of his life. He said came really from that 4-year period.
Really?
Yeah. Do you think is there anything similar to you? Is there a period in your life where you thought that's when the stuff was really coming in? Or
yeah, there was a period in my life when it felt like all this stuff was trying to bolt out at the same time, and I'm not kidding. It was like a crowd being stuck in a revolving door.
Right.
I couldn't write fast enough, and the stuff just poured out. And I think that I've got enough to keep me busy until...
You go to the ladies' room.
Well,
right.
Until you get to that point where you need the nice man to show you where your home is because you forgot how to get there.
I've been there before.
Who are you, anyway?
Yeah, exactly. I asked myself the same thing. I'm still thinking about that ladies' room thing, man. Anyway, listen, you're going to come back and play with the band, right?
Yes, I am certainly going to do that.
Right, all right. We'll be right back. Dave Barry when we come back. Stephen King, everyone. My next guest is a Pulitzer Prize-winning writer. His latest book, Lunatics... Hang on. His latest book, Lunatics, is in stores now. Let me just read to you a quick paragraph. Mike, said Horkman. Dave Barry, everybody! Dave. God, it's good to see. I haven't seen you in forever. I haven't read this yet.
Nor have I.
All right.
I only wrote half of it.
That's what I was going to say. This is written by you and Alan Zweibel.
So I only had to read half. The half I wrote, I had to read.
See this picture of you and Alan in the back?
I'm standing in front, yeah.
Yeah, but what's he doing with his hand behind you there?
Yeah,
Look at that. He's like, come on, finish chapter 5. Yeah, that's
He has a big hand, too. He's like, you know, this is a prostate gland joke. Can I make it?
Yeah, you've come to the right place.
Now, my doctor, when, you know, you're supposed to be, that is a tense moment, any guy but knows when you're, the first time I ever heard that with the doctor I currently have, his name is Kurt Hamburg. At that moment, when you're trying to relax so you can go through it, he goes, the time you should be nervous is if you feel both my hands on your shoulder.
Whoa.
Kurt Hamburg.
Hey, did you ever have the, I will go into the book in a minute, but...
I had a colonoscopy.
Did you have? Yeah, I just had one, yeah! Well,
let's talk about it.
Wow, yeah, isn't that something? It wasn't so much the process itself, but the drugs.
The drugs are good. You say, let's do that again.
I did. I remember my wife came into the recovery room afterwards, and I remember saying this to her. I said, it's the summer of love, baby. It was like the summer of love one. Yes, it is.
But the thing, they give you that that nuclear laxative.
Yes, yeah, there is that.
But your bowels actually travel into the future. And you expel food you have not even eaten yet.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Stuff you haven't even eaten. Yeah. It's like you look at a menu later on, you're like, yeah, I did that too.
Yeah.
Tell me about the book, Dave. What's going on here?
Well, it's a book. It's for sale. It's
great. Now, what's happened? Friends become enemies, enemies
Two
become
guys, they meet at a soccer game. They don't get along, and then before they know it, they're on a nude cruise, but trying to escape the police. And after that, it gets wacky.
Now, how does it work with the writing of that? Do you write a chapter? He write like Consequences? That game, you know?
It was exactly like that,
right.
Except that I could never get him to write his chapter.
Right. Now, listen. Whenever I've written with anyone else, I've written screenplays with other people.
Why is this whole interview going to be about you?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Okay.
Hey, the Late Show with Dave Barry can be about you, Dave. Whenever I've written with anyone else, right? The other writer always thinks they write more than the other writer. Is that the case here? Is that what you're saying? See, I'm asking you a question about you.
But it's about
Dave.
you.
No, it's not.
Okay, you just said it was about you, and then yes, the answer is yes. I don't remember the question.
Well, what'd you like to do, Dave?
I'm always happy when. No, I'm always happy when the other person is writing because then I don't have to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Tell me more about yourself. Are you still in Florida? Are you still down?
So Miami, Florida, yep.
Yeah.
And we've had our ups and downs, but oh no, this is August. I forgot that we're in August now, so
Yeah.
So never mind.
Well,
never mind about that. We just won the NBA championship because that happened like whoa.
It was ages ago. No.
I completely.
Hey, Dave. Are you in London? You just came in from London. From the Olympics. Yeah.
You know, because actually, I'm going to be writing columns about I am writing columns about. So theoretically, I flew back just for this.
Not theoretically, Dave. You actually flew back for this.
I forgot about that.
Do you get jet lag?
I do.
Really?
I get yeah.
You take any drugs for it?
I just get a colonoscopy and I'm good.
Can I have the name of your airline? Or is that only in first class?
Yeah.
Oh, that's. Are you a good flyer?
I don't mind it. I fly a lot, so I just
Do
get
you
used to
really?
it. I do.
I thought but you're in Florida all the time.
We have airplanes in Florida.
Oh, I see. You fly around
Airplanes, flush toilets, the whole.
Do you know what they have in Florida, which I particularly enjoy, is the enormous drugstores. They're huge, and you have aisle upon aisle where you can get cortisone. It seems to me that old people get very itchy.
I didn't realize our drugstores were all that large, but
They're huge.
Thank you.
Oh, no.
Thank you very much. So do you have little drugstores out here?
Oh, you can. You just buy them from a guy in the corner. Here.
Oh, the drugs, not the store. Okay,
No.
yeah.
It just seems to me the drugstores in Florida are bigger.
You really are impressed with the size.
I like Florida. It's got the big drugstores, and then.
Have you ever been to Miami?
Yeah, I have. I went to the Super Bowl once in Miami.
Yes.
Yeah, it was nice.
Thank you.
And then they've got the people that go up and down with the sexy outfits on the beach there. Women too. They go up and down. Is that where you live down in that part of it? Oh, this kid, and they kind of.
I live in Miami. I moved there in 1986 from the United States, and
Right.
we do have the people, the ladies in Miami they like to show, if they have anything to show you, they will show it to you.
I've always appreciated that as in a
Who doesn't appreciate
Well, I tell you, in Scotland, it's not the same way.
it? Really?
I was about 40 before I saw a woman with her coat off.
And yet the men in Scotland go around wearing basically a skirt with no underwear. What is going on in Scotland?
Well, it's the only way you can talk the women into taking their coats off. So listen, you're coming back with a band. Now, is the band breaking up? Is that it? The Rock Bottom Remainders are breaking up?
We're ending our 20-year run. We're gotten very big. The band is huge now.
Huge now.
There's
Stadiums.
There's people in the band I don't even know. It's like the federal government. What do you all do? We have a large band, and there's too many chords. Are you familiar with chords?
Yeah. The C, F, G. That's all I do.
We know those three.
Right.
But now there's F sharp minor.
Oh
there's,
no, come on, yeah.
and we're
Leave
saying-
that to Coldplay. Yeah.
So there's too many people, too many chords, and it's like the same thing the Beatles got them.
Yeah.
No, never.
The Beatles had too many chords.
Too many chords, they quit.
There goes the Yoko theory. That was it. Yoko tried to introduce more chords, and the band split up. Well, listen, come back with the band. This is. I'm sad to hear you're breaking up, but
You played with us once. You were very good.
Yeah. Well, no, I wasn't good.
No, you really weren't that good.
No.
But you really played with us, and we appreciate
Well,
it.
I really threw myself into it.
You did. You tried hard.
I tried.
Yeah.
It's kind of the main thing.
Yeah.
We're talking about me again, aren't we?
We are.
Yeah. Sorry, man. Dave Barry, everybody. We'll be right back. My next guests are an extraordinary group of writers. Together, they have sold more than 150 million books. Unfortunately, they are here tonight to perform as a band. Performing together for the very last time, please welcome the Rock Bottom Remainders, everybody. The Rock Bottom Remainders.
Sugar, call on me. No more lonely nights will you be alone.
All you
now.
Tell you what I learned tonight, Jeff.
What's that, Craig?
Well, I'll tell you, Jeff.
Tell me, Craig.
Stop saying that like that. I'm just going to tell you. You keep interrupting me with your saying my name, Jeff.
All right, Craig.
I tell you what I learned, which no, it didn't surprise me. I was rather delighted to hear Stephen King thinks he's something of a Jungian. I like that.
Yes.
You know, I like to think sometimes this show has a dreamlike quality. I don't know why I think that. Sexy ladies, fear of death, potency, latent homosexuality. It's almost as if I'm trying to give you, in picture television form, a glimpse into my inner mind, my psyche. And then I realize as I tell you this, that I'm again talking about myself. And so I have to add somewhere into this equation, shame. Shame on you, Craig, for talking about yourself. But Craig, didn't Justin Bieber, he says, believe in your dreams, believe in yourself. That's what Justin says. Yes, but he's Canadian. He can believe in himself. They're optimistic up there, aren't they?
They sure are.
That sounded a little Canadian to me, Jeff.
I don't know what you're talking about. Eh?
You're a secret Canadian?
No. Quick, everybody, get oot. Get oot.
I have this idea for a story where in an airport in Canada, Jeff goes into the ladies' room. And then someone else goes into the ladies' room. And that's all I've got so far. Good night, everybody.